Welcome back to Love Island USA. It's morning and Amaya has woken up with the energy of a woman who's just been told that her 6 a.m. spin class is cancelled.
Good morning, everyone. Isn't it a beautiful day to have a beautiful day?
I don't really get a chance to talk about Love Island USA. When I finish an episode, it's 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like having to go to bed to get up the next day. So I sort of finish an episode and there's no one to debrief with. So that's what today's been for me. It's been lovely.
Well, happy to participate and gab about Love Island. Do you get invested? Do you watch it like a fan? Do you have a couple you're rooting for right now?
Yeah, I've sort of had a little resurgence. You know, like what doing it for 10 years, you have like peaks and troughs, and I'm in a real peak at the minute. I think UK Love Island's been great. So that's like, and then America's all new. And I think it's like, because it's in America and I'm like away from it, it feels like I'm watching like a show I'm not involved in, even though I am the voice of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, mad into it. Like, I can't tell you the last time, when Nick and Nicolandria kissed, I can't tell you the last time I felt more like a viewer watching that show in the last sort of like 5 years. It was mad.
My makeup is all over your face.
I love it. Just keep it there.
Do you, after watching that, do you buy that they are not into each other?
After we kissed, but immediately I'm like, okay, this was fun.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I just don't think romantically, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we're better off just, you know how we were, so you know what I mean?
I'm on the same page, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I thought they were mad. I thought that was it. But then they've been surprising me the whole way through, because I thought Taylor and Alandria were going to like signed, sealed and delivered, win the whole show like a weekend. And I don't say that flippantly. Like I said, 10 years, I've seen couples come and go, but they just had that vibe. And then, yeah, I thought Nick was like really smitten by her actually. So yeah, then that was sort of, it was, yeah, the whole thing's blowing my mind. I'll need to like compute it a little bit more. Welcome to Love Island USA. Earlier tonight, Taylor shocked the villa by picking Clark over Alandria. And 4 new Islanders were dumped, which is a shame because I was literally just about to learn their names.
So how does a day typically work for you? How are you building all your bits and your jokes for an episode?
So I do like the UK, this is all done in British time, but like afternoon into the evening, I do the UK Love Island. And then like everyone goes to, then my house, everyone goes to bedtimes and all the rest of it. And then I scuttle back up into here and I log into a Zoom call with 2 fellow writers, Caroline Haynes and Steve Berger. Caroline's a New York comic who's out in Fiji, and Steve's a UK comic who's on Zoom from his house in London. Me and Steve have worked together for years, and Caroline we discovered through the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, but she's been working with us on all our Love Islands. And then we start watching the show about 8:30, and we just go through, there's normally 6 acts, I believe, in every episode, so we work our way through those. It's slightly different to the UK one because we start earlier in the day, because I have to start working on the show earlier, so I'm done by like 2:30 in the morning, so I can actually sleep and like survive. Otherwise, if I finished any later, I wouldn't live for the 6 weeks. So there's like, it's not as flowing a process as the UK. There's like, we get called in for more like, they might make changes to the order that scenes are shown, and little changes, just standard television stuff, which might affect jokes. So it's a bit more stop-starty, but we try and work our way through the 6 acts. I record them from here on this. Yeah, record it all. And then if we finish early enough, I sort of try and like have a cup of tea and like stay awake and see if there's anything else they need from me. And if not, we get to 2:30 and I go to bed, and then I'm up in the morning to like be a dad and live my life and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Is there a joke or a recurring bit that you're most proud of this season?
There's a couple we really like from this year. Who does losing the emergency Nutella, and then Huda having this like chocolate face mask on was lots of fun. Sorry to be a pain, guys. Before you go to bed, I left my emergency jar of Nutella in the makeup room and it's gone missing. Has anyone seen it?
We had a conversation at the fire pit. Y'all, that was a terrible conversation.
I like all those. My favorite jokes are the ones where they sort of completely change your interpretation. Like you're watching the scene, but I've sort of changed what's happening in that scene. Whether it be I've changed why they've said a phrase or why they're sitting a certain way. I think those are the funniest ones.
The game earlier has left me with so many unanswered questions. Mainly, do these guys not know what a shower is?
Damn.
We did something about there being a massive mouse trap above someone's head when there was those wicker baskets over the trees that I really liked as well.
Has there been a joke that just you didn't make it to air or you really wanted to crack and haven't figured out yet? Or a person you want to get at a little more?
Not necessarily get at, but we're not allowed. We're annoyingly not allowed. I think I'm allowed to say. I think it's like a copyright issue. We're not allowed to do jokes about tattoos as much because, like, the tattoo artist owns the rights to the images.
Yeah.
So there's loads of, like, we've done, I don't know if you've watched Love Island in the past, but we'll always do, like, jokes like, he wears his heart on his sleeve and Zeus on his arm. Like, do you know that sort of thing? So we've not, so there's a one I did about Ace that I was really happy with. That was like, Ace has got a massive chip on his shoulder. Oh, no, wait, sorry, I've read that wrong. It's child. And it's got child written on his shoulder.
That made the cut.
Did it make it in?
Yes, that aired.
Shelley has been chatting to Chris and it's left Ace with a chip on his shoulder. Sorry, I've read that wrong. It says child.
They made me write an alternative, and it was a limerick. I wrote a limerick, which I'm gonna keep a hold of. Actually, thank you. So yeah, so sometimes the tattoo ones make it in, and sometimes they don't. There's some legal rules that I am too dumb to understand. But
I'm sure
I love that.
When the toe has creeped over the line of maybe defamation of the tattoo artist's work.
Maybe something like that. Anyway, yeah, so we can't do as much tattoos, and some of them have got absolutely incredible tattoos that are just ripe for what's the word? Mockery.
Yes.
It's probably too strong a word.
No, I think that's the right word. I gotta wrap it up here, but something the fans have been bugging you about this season, I think on both UK and US is the Tomorrow promo. So
tomorrow night,
do you want to do a version of that, but to promote your tour when you come here to the States?
Tomorrow night, well, in a few months, Iain Stirling is bringing his show to Los Angeles and New York.